Cheska and Lenny from E! News, I'm outing you right now because at brunch when we were all out this week, they like broke their necks to go take a picture with you. You're a heartthrob.
Broke their necks to get a picture with William?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Very brother-sister.
Stop doing that, you guys.
What's been, I guess, the most intense encounter you've had with maybe somebody that loves the show that you're a heartthrob?
I haven't had an intense encounter on this show so far, have I? But on something before, on the other films I've done, I mean, on the Narnia films, I had some really weird stuff happen. Like, really.
Like what? You know who loves you that didn't get to meet you at the upfront is Savannah from Crisley Knows Best.
I love Savannah. Could that be a match made?
Savannah, Todd Crisley's daughter. She's beautiful, and she said, "I'm so crushed." She was there as talent, and she didn't get to meet you.
Do you always play matchmaker?
We have to hook that up.
All my friends have cougar crushes on you.
It's actually a weird thing because people always say to me, "Oh, aren't you attracted to Elizabeth Hurley? Or you work with one of the most beautiful women in the world." I'm attracted to Alex, But it's so strange because when you're an actor and you sort of have in your mind that this is your mother, this is your sister. It isn't like that at all. It's
quite the opposite, actually.
Quite the opposite.
Fortunately, I don't have to play a role, so I could be attracted to all three of them.
Exactly.
Well played, Marky.
Alex, have you felt the impact of being famous now? I remember interviewing you before. I'm serious. I remember interviewing you before the show debuted. I mean, you haven't changed. You're still humble and cool, and your mom's over there.
Well, I'm not in the camera in front of me.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, no, you are. But have you felt the impact, the change? Because you're all over social media,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, this is the weirdest. Like, these guys have been doing this for a lot longer than I have, and I'm kind of just, the newest to this crazy world. So yes, it's completely overwhelming. It's still quite surreal, and I try and reply to my fans on Twitter.
I love that. I love you do that.
And I only just got to Twitter like a few months ago, so I'm not very good at it. So I'm just trying not to stuff it up.
It's hard to put 140 characters like your thoughts.
Yeah, it's really hard, and I got a lot to say. I'm very ADD. I got long sentences.
I love it.
And it's just like, go back to right now, flashing at me.
Alicia, I took the time to say nice things about Elizabeth, which are very warranted, but I really would like to take the time to say equally nice things about these two, because Alex, this was really her first thing. I mean, she's worked a bit. She's Australian, so she's worked there. But in terms of a high-profile, certainly show in the debut in the United States, this was a big deal for her, and her enthusiasm and her infectiousness and the way she approaches the work. And, some actors, when they come on set, you feel this bump in enthusiasm from the crew. And you feel people that are excited about their workday because of the people they're working with. And Alex really leads the way in that regard. I took her to a UCLA women's volleyball game last year, and she just walked around unnoticed and unrecognized because the show hadn't debuted. So we're going to go back this year and see how much that changes.
Okay, can I make one change? Go back and make it a USC volleyball game.
Well,
Trojan.
I will say it was UCLA versus USC.
And we won, of course.
Thank
obviously.
you, Mom.
That's really cool. Okay, what about William?
And as far as William
mind
goes,
that.
this is not, William,
I'll show myself
he
in the
did the
foot.
Narnia movies, he's been working a long time, but same thing, he's a wonderful leader for the crew and for the cast, and he shows up and there are a lot of actors that when they come on set, they have a point of view, they're prepared, but they're amenable they want to collaborate, they want to get into it and really find like the subtext and the stuff that's quiet and the stuff that's complex. And William's one of those guys. He comes up, he's prepared, he does a great job, but if you say, let's experiment a little bit, let's find something else, let's talk about the backstory for this character, he's really willing to go there. He's a great example. He's a wonderful person.
Oh, thanks, man.
I will tell you.
What do you want to do?
I will tell you that it's important to me that the fans know that this ensemble is full of genuinely nice people who really appreciate the royals, they appreciate the loyals and the fan support that they get. And it's not always that way. I've been fortunate to work with some great people, but what you remember from your day, it's rarely the work. We make a 1-hour show and it's going to exist, but it's usually the experience of making the work. And we have a wonderful cast, and we had a great season, and we look forward to season 2 and beyond. I think
Glam Squad back there just said, what a genuinely nice cast.
They
We were all
really
hanging out. I had the pleasure, hard job, hanging out with you guys before.
They really
and
are.
it was cool. So let's talk season 2.
Yep.
I know you gave us a bunch of spoilers, but what would you all want to see happen with your characters?
Oh, I like that. It's good.
It's not written yet.
We're done with the meeting again.
How much better can Helena be?
I don't know.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
Schwan.
The sky is the limit.
Oh my goodness.
There's a seed planted that Helena has reached out to Nigel Moorfield, the head of the anti-monarchist movement, to say, let's change the order of succession. So if something should befall Cyrus, I think the queen should be in power.
I'm down with that.
So in terms of being badder, Cyrus and Helena have been thick as thieves, but the problem with that is they're both still thieves.
Okay.
And their alliance seems a bit fractured towards the end of season.
Elizabeth, if you're writing this, do you feel like she's just using Cyrus as a means to an end, or are they really allies?
Well, it would appear that they were, with the problems they had, they were definitely allies, I think, for sure. They were, they seemed to be cut from the same cloth. Now it would seem as if there's a different cloth for Cyrus than for Helena, I believe. He doesn't appear to have, he seems to be completely immoral, wouldn't he?
Immoral.
Immoral, all of it.
He's definitely immoral. The queen, I think he's revealed himself. I think she's playing her cards closer. So, we don't know what she's got in her hand. He's kind of shown it.
He's shown it.
Yeah.
Got beat up. He's shown it.
He's shown it, and, he is the villain, without any doubt.
Let me kick the villain's butt. What do you want to see happen with Liam?
Big line. But I was going to say that I think.
Love.
I think he already. We did have love last season. He did have love, and I don't know quite
Some of that.
So I kind of like. I kind of like to see
Never done with love, Alex. We're never
Anna
done with
Chrisley,
love.
think about it.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I'd kind of like to see him always go a little bit darker. It's always more interesting.
You want to fight again, don't you?
I like it.
No, you want to say you want to fight.
Okay, Alex, bring it home. We've got
So we all-
badder and darker.
Okay,
Yeah.
badder, darker.
And I just wanted more...
Nom. Yeah.
What?
More sexy.
Nom. Convent for you.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
Nunnery?
I might go to a convent.
Yeah.
Nunnery.
I think so. I think maybe that would be good for Eleanor.
Yeah.
Or she's just going to get... It's one way or the other, I think.
Rehab.
Eleanor's going to go to rehab or to a convent, or she's going in the black hole.
The black
Yeah.
hole. Okay.
I know Mark
last
was the cast
podcast.
this. Our expectations.
A spiral of death.
I heard a dun-da-dun.
Oh, I just had one question for you all before we wrap this up. Unfortunately, we're gonna play a game, but I just got one question from the game based on the series. Let's say we saw the last episode. You to fight alongside you.
Alongside or fight?
Alongside you.
Like,
Oh,
who to help? Who to be
who
in
to
help?
help? Who to help?
I know the answer to that.
Elizabeth, definitely.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
No,
Hell yeah.
I think it's Joan.
Joan.
No, I think
Joan
it's
Collins.
Dame Joan. I want Dame Joan at my side.
I want
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
You want Elizabeth?
Totally, yeah.
I'd take
Me,
I'd take Quayle Roach. He played Marcus.
I take
Marcus,
William.
thank you.
Now I can see how you could fight.
I would take William too. There's all the love there.
I would take Marcus Quayle Roach. I feel like he's the kind of guy that no matter what, he'll have your back. And so I'm sad that he sadly isn't coming back for the season. He did a wonderful job last season, but
Mark.
am I allowed to reveal that? Sorry, Mark.
Too soon.
Sorry, was I
Mark,
not allowed to
take us
reveal that?
home. Take us home. What's going to go down? You just sum
sorry.
up season 2 so far in your mind. Give us one sentence. Give us a tagline. Better, darker, combat.
I have to tell you what enthusiasm I have for season 2. I've already broken the season. We're well into writing the season. And we haven't scratched the surface with these characters. The great thing about an ensemble is that if you have 10 episodes, which is season 1, you're really introducing types. And then you're starting to dig a little bit. You're starting to find out what you haven't seen from them. What colors do they have? What strengths or weaknesses do they have? We've also learned a lot about our actors, in season 1, what they can do well, who they have chemistry with, things of that nature. So I will tell you, as we go into season 2, the Queen is certainly stirring the drink. While Cyrus is sitting on the throne, the Queen is making moves. And she's very much a soldier of fortune, I think. So it'll be interesting to see if that either brings her closer to her family or, as Elizabeth suggested, maybe moves her even further away. Liam's last line in the finale was, "I'm with you now. I'm here now. It's okay. I'm here now." And I think that he looked very driven and very fierce in that moment. I think that he told his father he was going to avenge his death. So, a la Hamlet, the prince may be going a little darker. He may be driven to avenge things, but we're never done with love, Alex. We're never done with love.
So here's
Eleanor feels like she
as far as Eleanor goes, she was so broken at the end of the season. She's lost Robert. She's lost her father, possibly her father, the only father she knew. And she could go one of two ways. She could find an inner strength. She could become a stronger character, or she could just completely go south and really fall apart. And both versions are compelling to me. So, we've got Jasper, we've got Cyrus. They have very compelling stories as well. It's a big ensemble, but season 2 is going to be groundbreaking for this show, and it's really compelling, and I hope everybody comes back to check it out.
So here's to you all. Here's to Badder, Darker, Comment,